Hello, NBA fans. Daily news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a fan of the Lakers show and I hope you'll subscribe to the channel and give it a like. It won't be easy for Lakers fans to understand that Austin Reaves could be traded at the beginning of 2026, but there's a reason. Reaves has already said he'll be a free agent, and several rival teams want him. Since Austin Reaves' value is high, trading him for the Pelicans' Trey Murphy III, a high-level player who is also versatile on offense and defense, would be a good move. The Los Angeles Lakers don't have to trade Austin Reaves. They may not want to trade Austin Reaves. But if they decide they need to trade Austin Reaves, would Trey Murphy III be the right player to target in a deal to shake up the Western Conference? The Lakers plucked Reaves out of the ranks of the undrafted and oversaw his development into a fringe all-star, a dynamic scorer, shooter, and playmaker who can play either guard position and is on an absolute steal of a contract. He would be an asset to any team in the association right now. The difficulty comes next summer, when Reaves can choose to enter free agency and will be in line for a significant payday. In the era of tax aprons and punitive penalties, can the Lakers afford to pay large salaries to two offense-first players who have defensive concerns and need the ball in their hands to thrive? Perhaps not. If they do start to look for a trade, the New Orleans Pelicans are a potential trade partner. They have signaled that they want to hold on to their core players, but at the same time, they are a team very much in flux that needs to find a way to win games this season, as they traded away their first-round pick to add rookie Derek Queen. Ideally, the Lakers would swap Reaves out for a player who is on Luka's timeline and can defend at a high level while also providing strong secondary scoring and off-ball shooting. That could mean a guard or a forward, but adding size next to Doncic is hardly ever a mistake. A Reaves for Murphy swap? That's why targeting Trey Murphy III on the Pelicans makes a lot of sense. He is 6 feet 8 inches and capable of defending multiple positions, and he has blossomed into a player who scored 21.2 points per game last season and who has shown 38.3% from deep in his career and 87.5% from the free throw line. This is a young two-way player on the rise. What would a trade for Murphy look like? Here is one idea pitched by Tom Ziller on his Substack recently. New Orleans Pelicans receive Austin Reaves, Jared Vanderbilt. Los Angeles Lakers receive Trey Murphy III. The Pelicans have a steady player in the backcourt to lean on as Jeremiah Fears develops. This deal would obviously make more sense if they hadn't traded for Jordan Poole, but they can't let that mistake stop them from adding a better player. They also take on Vanderbilt's contract, but they may see him as replacing part of Murphy's role and be okay with the remaining money on his deal. The Lakers get a 3-and-D forward who is on the cusp of becoming an outright star and could make all-star games moving forward in the Western Conference. He is a very good, if not elite, defensive wing while bringing improved offense in every facet of the game. He also fits extremely well with Doncic and is under contract for the next 4 seasons at very reasonable money, likely less than Reaves will demand next summer. Is Murphy a better player than Reaves? Maybe, maybe not, but he is certainly a better fit and will likely be a better value moving forward. This trade feels unlikely for both sides because of how they value their homegrown talent. If both can rise above the emotional, however, perhaps this trade makes sense for where both teams are trying to go. Lakers Media Day, DeAndre Ayton embracing pressure of biggest opportunity of career. As a former number 1 overall pick, DeAndre Ayton's career looks underwhelming on paper, but he has chance to write a new chapter with the Los Angeles Lakers. Ayton was bought out by the Portland Trail Blazers, opening up a path for him to sign with a Los Angeles team that desperately needed a big man. Ayton is slated for a huge role as the Lakers' starting big man next to Luka Doncic and LeBron James, giving him perhaps the best opportunity of his career to date. While the pressure of playing in LA is immense, Ayton seems to be embracing it. Honestly, pressure is a privilege and I'm in the right place to be where everything counts and the fans want us to win. And I'm here to just add to that legacy, bringing a title here, Ayton said at Lakers Media Day. Ayton reiterated the pressure is welcomed and that he's looking forward to proving to everyone that he's built for the moment. Like I said, pressure is a privilege. And just to be in this environment and this city that holds as a unit, that really cherishes the organization, he said. It's hard not to, it's like black and white. It's hard not to tell what they're going for and what's the goal, and I don't make it too complicated. Just staying in the gym every day and just staying consistent, proving to the organization and my teammates that I'm ready to do it. Ayton also acknowledged what being on the Lakers means for him professionally and is excited about getting a chance to show what he can do on the court. It's the biggest opportunity one can say of my career, he admitted. Some people say it's my leg, some people say it's my last chance. Well, this the opportunity one can say I'm truly not going to take for granted. It's almost like a wounded animal. I feel all the tension and I know where I'm at. I've been in the gym every day and like I said I'm somewhere where it counts now. And I'm happy that everybody get to see it. And I'm happy where as a player myself I get a chance to prove something big on a big stage. President of Basketball Operations and General Manager Rob Pelinka said he was impressed with what he's seen from Ayton in his workouts and it'll be interesting to see if he can back up his words. Lakers' Luka Doncic predicted to be second best, only behind Shai, in this category. Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers will enter next season with a roster poised to compete for the franchise's 18th championship. During his 7-year career, Doncic has averaged 28.6 points per game, solidifying himself as one of the best scorers in the league. Despite this, Bleacher Report's Grant Hughes ranked him second when he predicted this upcoming season's leading scorers. Luka Doncic has number 1 scorer upside, a fact we know to be true because he was the NBA's leader at 33.9 points per game in 2023-24, Hughes said Monday. The 26-year-old also has the benefit of best shape of his life momentum behind him. It's typically a mistake to buy into off-season conditioning stories because they're mostly PR ploys, but Doncic's is a bit more convincing because the entire world learned last year that there were real questions about his focus, conditioning, and commitment. The only player ranked ahead of Doncic is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the reigning MVP. Doncic has been one of the best scorers in the league since he was drafted, but there are a lot of variables to think about. He is now sharing the floor with LeBron James, who, by the way, didn't crack the top 10. Then again, he seems to have transformed his body this offseason, which may help his shot selection. At the end of the day, Doncic is going to score a lot of points, but to finish first, it will matter what the rest of the elite players are doing for their teams. Lakers' Austin Reeves admits thoughts of trade after rejecting $89.2 million contract extension. Lakers guard Austin Reeves reveals trade concerns after contract extension rejection, adding intrigue as NBA training camp starts. Los Angeles Lakers guard Austin Reeves rejected a 4-year, $89.2 million contract extension earlier this summer. His decision continues to shape his story ahead of the season. By turning down the offer, the guard set himself on a path filled with questions about his long-term future. For the Lakers, Austin Reeves remains a vital contributor, but his contract negotiations have fueled speculations that stretches into NBA training camp. Speaking with The Athletic, Reeves admitted he could not ignore the trade possibility after rejecting the extension. I thought that there was a good chance a week after I declined the extension that there was a possibility I'd get traded, he said. I mean, it's still a possibility. That honesty sheds light on the reality of the NBA, where talent and financial strategy often collide. The rise of Austin Reeves has been one of the Lakers' best stories. Once undrafted, he has grown into a starter trusted alongside LeBron James and then Anthony Davis. His mix of scoring, playmaking, and grit has made him both a fan favorite and a locker room asset. Yet with no extension in place, the conversation surrounding his role has extended beyond the court. For the Lakers, the challenge lies in balancing their salary cap concerns with the need to keep Reeves as part of their core. This contract situation mirrors the bigger picture. Los Angeles is trying to maximize the present while keeping options open for the future. Trade rumors may swirl, but his presence remains essential to the roster's depth. Now, as NBA training camp begins, the focus shifts back to basketball. Reeves continues to improve. He has already shown he can deliver in high-pressure moments. Still, the spotlight stays on his future until the Lakers reach a resolution. The question for the Los Angeles is simple. Is Austin Reaves destined to be a cornerstone with the Lakers, or will his contract extension rejection become the first step in a stunning exit? Rob Pelinka has golden opportunity before the deadline, but he must nail it. 28-3, how has Sean Payton rebuilt? The Los Angeles Lakers have a real shot to win a championship this season, but only if Rob Pelinka makes the right move before the trade deadline in this upcoming season. The roster, as it stands, is not quite enough. Pelinka will get his chance with the window open, but it will not stay that way for long. The way the Lakers have constructed their current squad, they are left with multiple expiring contracts and a few movable pieces. The Lakers have the tools to chase the right deal, whether that player is a two-way wing, a playoff-ready center, or maybe even both. What matters now is timing and precision. Trevor Lane said it best as a guest on Buha's Block, the Lakers plan to be aggressive this season. They want to win a championship this year with LeBron James and with Luka Doncic. That means when the right trade comes along, they've got to be ready and willing to push those chips in. Rob Pelinka needs to get the next deadline trade right. The Lakers do not need to make a major splash that blows up their entire roster. That is not what their plan should be about. It should be about finding the missing piece. Even though James is still playing at an elite level, and Doncic is in his prime, the West is deep and pretty unforgiving. Standing still with their current roster is not going to help them accomplish their main goal, which is bringing home another Larry O'Brien trophy. Lane also noted that across the league, front offices are prioritizing flexibility, but the ones that actually win are the ones that know when to strike. When the right move becomes available, you have to be ready to strike, Lane said. And you have to be willing to identify what that move is. Pelinka has been more comfortable making moves mid-season than during the summer. Just take a look at his previous track record. He has waited before, let things develop, then flipped the script at the deadline. He may need to do exactly that again. The Lakers can address multiple needs, but their biggest issues consist of depth in shooting and defense. If they were smart, they would target a physical wing who can defend and hit shots, or another big man who can protect the rim and stay on the floor late in games. Anyone who helps this team survive the West and thrive in the finals. Luka Doncic, Austin Reaves, and LeBron James sound very excited to play alongside one another. A full Lakers season of Luka Doncic, Austin Reaves, and LeBron James is a thrilling proposition. While the moniker Big Three gets thrown around far too often for players not worthy of such a label, it's clear the best three players on the Lakers heading into the 2025-26 NBA season are Luka Doncic, Austin Reaves, and LeBron James. This trio provides the Lakers with a tandem that aligns perfectly with the Goldilocks principle, giving the team just the right blend of everything you want from your three best players. LeBron is the star of stars, having nothing left to accomplish, but all the ability to achieve anything he desires. Luka, on the other hand, is the young star with something to prove. He is in the best shape of his life, entering his prime and ready to show his former team, the Mavericks, and anyone who has ever slighted him that he has what it takes to be the leader of an NBA championship team. Then there's Reaves, the young player trying to earn a big contract, get the individual accolades missing from his resume and enter the season ready to show that he's a required piece for the Lakers' future success. Now, for the first time ever, the three will play together for a full season. The eagerness levels are very high, Reaves said during Media Day. I felt like we had good synergy with the three of us last year towards the end of the year, and that's just basically being thrown in the fire after the trade. It was kind of go play basketball. Go figure it out, because we didn't have a lot of time to really mesh that together. But I thought we did a really good job of that, and having this preseason to do just that will be really exciting, and I think that it'll really help our team a lot. Last year, LeBron, Austin, and Reaves got just 21 regular season games together. The 423 minutes they played were the 12th most of any three-player lineup the Lakers used. Ideally, this season, they'll be number one and will maximize their potential with an entire NBA season to iron out the kinks. I think just going through practices, it's going to help us a lot, Luka said on Monday. Me, LeBron and Austin Reeves, I think we're the leaders of this group and us communicating, us practicing some things on the floor will help us a lot. In the NBA, we don't often talk about practice. But it's a place to work on errors, experiment with ideas and get the reps needed for perfection. Last season, the Lakers trading for Luka in February while he was still recovering from his injury meant they didn't have time to get things together. It was a mad dash to the playoffs, and it's honestly astounding they had as much success as they did. Now, the Lakers have the luxury of time, while last season it was a limited commodity. Entering year 23, an NBA record, LeBron is still finding joy in all of this. The notion of getting a full 82-game schedule with Luka and Austin has him ready to go, as if he were still a young player. Full season with Luka, LeBron said on Media Day to Spectrum Sportsnet when asked what is motivating him this season. For real, like I get a full season with Luka. Seeing what Luka was doing in Eurobasket this summer. Everyone's talking about his body and how in shape he is and all that. Another season under the belt with the coaching staff. We had 1 year, first year, with JJ and his coaching staff, so we got another full year of that. And then everybody knows how I feel about AR. AR is my guy. Rue's my guy. Bondo, Jax, like we get another year under our belt and we get to start right from day one. It was a difficult transition bringing in Luka like the halfway point of the season, or whatever, and trying to figure that out, and we all figuring out each other. The best thing about this year is that we're starting right now, training camp day one, know the system, know what we want to do. With LeBron, Luka, and Austin, the Lakers have 3 guys who can easily average 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. When looking at the rest of the NBA, one can argue this is the best trio around. This season, they'll have a chance to prove that, and all 3 of them seem excited at that proposition. After a whirlwind of a season, the Lakers now have consistency, continuity, and the opportunity to realize their full potential. Considering how accomplished all 3 of them already are, the concept that they have more they can do together is an exciting one for Lakers fans and a problem for the rest of the league. Rui Hachimura and Marcus Smart had very different answers about being in the starting lineup this season. Ahead of a training camp battle for the Lakers, Rui Hachimura and Marcus Smart had different tones at Media Day. While head coach J.J. Redick tried to play coy about not giving much thought to his starting lineup heading into training camp, the Lakers realistically have 4 of the 5 spots accounted for. LeBron James, Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, and DeAndre Ayton will all start for fairly obvious reasons, leaving 1 spot remaining. Over recent years, Rui Hachimura has held down the 5th roster spot. However, his defensive limitations and the arrival of Marcus Smart have led many fans to wonder if he would be a better fit alongside Luka and Reeves. Naturally, that was a talking point at Media Day on Monday, and Smart and Rui had 2 pretty different tones to their answers. For Smart, the veteran in the league, he was adamant that it did not matter if he was in the starting lineup. "I'm here to win," Smart said. "However that means, that's me. No matter whether I start or come off the bench, my presence will be made." Regardless if he comes off the bench or not, it was also made pretty clear both in his quotes from media and Redick's last week that he would be a leader of the team's defense, which might be another reason to start him. As for Rui, well, it wasn't quite as diplomatic. While he acknowledged he would do whatever Redick decided, it didn't sound like he'd be thrilled to be moved out of the starting lineup. "I mean, it's coach's decision," Hachimura said. "It's not my decision. It's not really about who's starting and not, it's just the minutes and who can be on the court longer. I think it's, for me, just whatever the team needs me to do. But we've been building the chemistry that I've been in the starting 5 for 2-3 years. So whatever they decide I have to do, it's just a matter of the chemistry, how we can build and we can be on the court together and how we can give an impact. I would say that I'm willing to give Rui a bit of a break here, considering English is his second language." You have to read into his quote a little bit to come to the conclusion that he doesn't really want to come out of the starting lineup, and there is a chance that's not how he meant it to come across. He does have some numbers to back him up to a degree. The 4-man lineup of LeBron, Luka, Rui, and Reeves played 226 minutes together last season and had a net rating of 5.1. That's the second most minutes of any four-man lineup with Luka, and only one lineup that played more than 175 minutes had a better net rating. However, there is plenty of logic in moving him to the bench. Not only does it help the starting lineup defensively, it also helps the bench have a scoring punch. Giving Rui the chance to go up against second units and have a bit more freedom offensively when not playing around three superstars is an idea that has merit to it. Genuinely, it feels like an argument where either side is a sensible option. Hopefully, the players truly feel the same way as well.